Today's class is entitled Mr. and Mrs. Israel, The Battles in Marriage. All right? Mr. and Mrs. Israel, The Battles. You heard all that? Yeah. We're going to see how much y'all All right. 1 second. Let me send this over. We're going to start with Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. If you could pull that for me.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Right. So the things that we read in the scriptures are written for us to learn from. Okay. As y'all see, many teachers bring this out when we start classes because it's imperative that we know that we don't just read these just to read them. We don't read the history just to see that this happened in the Bible. We read it so that we can learn from it and apply it. Right? Bishops say study, pray, and apply. Okay. Into the class. I'm not going to delay. This class is modeled from who's seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith? The movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, a lot of hands. In that movie, I didn't add this clip, but in that movie, when it starts, John and Jane, which y'all will see later, John and Jane have a conversation when he rescues her, and they say they make a toast, and it says they say to dodging bullets, because they literally were dodging bullets, right? They spies and all of that, right? So to dodging bullets. Now, let's get at the definition of marriage. Let's find out what marriage is. Let's find out what marriage is. I got the definition. There we go. Okay, I see.
Marriage. Definition 1. The state of being united as spouses in a contractual relationship recognized by law.
So, a contractual relationship recognized by law. What is that? Marriage papers, right? Recognized by law is key because we do have certain sects of the Israelites who do not believe that you have to have marriage papers, or who do not believe that the law must be involved with y'all's union. But legally, marriage is when you have a contract that's recognized by law between a man and a woman. All right? Get me the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 18, when marriage was first instituted.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
So it's not good for man to be alone. You single brothers, it's not good for y'all to be alone. If you can, and you can be all about the work and all about the Lord, then all praise is more power to you. But for the majority of the men, we can't do that. We need a wife. It's not good for men to be alone. Read.
I will make him an help meet for him.
I will make him an help meet for him. That means a helper that is good for him. That meet there means good. Read.
And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof.
So Adam named all of the living creatures. Read.
And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him.
So Adam did not have a help meet. Read.
And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof.
So he took one of Adam's ribs, and that's where he formed his wife. That's why, for those who are new, y'all might have heard a brother say, my rib. That's what that's referring to. It's referring to his wife. Read.
And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man.
So the woman was made from the rib and was brought unto the man. Read.
And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman.
She shall be called woman.
Because she was taken out of man.
So woman means of man. Everybody understand that? The woman is taken from the man. That's where the name comes from. Read.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
So, when a man and a woman come together in marriage, those two are no longer individuals. They are now one flesh. Now one flesh. Everybody understand that? All right. Get me the book of Tobit. Let's go to Tobit. Still on the institution of marriage. Still on the institution of marriage. Tobit chapter 7.
Tobit chapter 7, verse
Yes.
13. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias.
So, Sarah was taken and given to be wife unto Tobias. All right? Everybody following the history. Read.
Saying, behold, take her after the law of Moses.
So, this was a law. Marriage is a law. Okay? If a man and a woman want to deal together, they have to be married. That is the law. Read.
And led her away to thy father. And he blessed him, and called Edna his wife, and took paper, and did write an instrument of covenants.
So, they took paper and made an instrument of covenants. Who knows what a covenant is? What's a covenant? Let's get a young man back. We got a mic back there? Wow. Let's get a mic out there. I know we've never done that before, but let's get a mic into the crowd. What is a covenant?
Test. Assigned Christ Press leadership. A covenant
What's
is
your name?
Michael.
Michael.
And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, a covenant is a promise.
Okay. That's true.
It's like an agreement.
There you
like
go. That's what I wanted right there. An agreement. It is an agreement. You good. Thank you. Yeah, clap it up for the brothers. That was good. So, an instrument of covenants. There was an agreement made between Sarah and Tobias. Read.
And sealed it.
And it was sealed. Now, go back to the definition. I want them to read it again. The definition.
Marriage.
Read.
Definition 1. The state of being united as spouses in a contractual relationship recognized by law.
A contractual relationship, an agreement, recognized by law, which was the sealing. Okay? That still, in Esau's judiciary system, marriage is recognized with papers, and it got to be sealed. It's got to be legitimate. All right? So, from the beginning, according to the law of Moses, we've had institution of marriage. All right? Get me Sirach chapter 25, verse 1. Let's talk about what marriage is.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified. And
Can you
stood
slow
up.
down just a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit. Let me pull the scripture. Sirach chapter 25 and verse 1.
In 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren.
So the unity of brethren is one of the things that is beautiful to the Lord. All right, read.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors. Brothers treating each other correctly. Sisters treating each other correctly. According to the law, right? Not suffering sin upon each other. Not hating one another. Not stealing from one another. Read.
A man and a wife that agree together.
And a man and a wife that agree together. These things are beautiful to God. Right? Read it again.
In 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren. The love of neighbors. A man and a wife that agree together.
So a man and a wife that agree together is beautiful to God. So from the very Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. So from the very beginning, when God gave Eve to Adam and instituted that marriage, all the way up until today, when we have our marriages, it's always been a beautiful thing to the Lord. Right? Watch what Hebrews 13 and 4 says.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
God said marriage is honorable in all things. What is all things that marriage is honorable in? When you have children, under a two-parent household, you setting that child up for success, for the most part. Don't get it twisted. You got some defectors out there. But for the most part, when there's a father and a mother in the household, the child has a higher probability of being reared correctly, right? They're more likely to grow up and get married themselves. Who grew up in a two-parent household? All praises. How many of y'all married now? Only God. Y'all got the alligator arms. I can't really see y'all's arms. But having a two-parent household usually results in the children themselves getting married one day, or at least aspiring to be married. That's why you got social media out there today, or Pastor Pam out there today, telling children and the youth that marriage is not a goal, right? Passport bros. It's not really promoted because sin is what's promoted. And marriage being a righteous union, being a righteous thing that God deems honorable, it's only natural for the powers that be to push contrary to that. Read from the top.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
In the bed undefiled, meaning whatever you and your spouse want to do, so long as it's not against the law. Read.
And the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. There's a judgment for those who choose to be a whore or a whoremonger or adulterer and adulteress. There's a judgment for that. That's not honorable. All right? Now, we know everybody want a wife. You know, you got single brothers. Raise your hand if you single brothers. Sisters, those are the single brothers. We got single, we know y'all brothers want wives, sisters that are single. We know y'all want husbands. Get Ecclesiastes 4. We know that it is desirous for y'all to get married, for us to get married, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 4.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9.
Yes, sir.
Two are better than one.
Two are better than one. Two are better than one for many reasons. Sometimes it's for financial reasons. Sometimes you need a partner that can help you financially. That helps. Not having to, you got your mortgage or your rent is mad expensive, but y'all got a 2-income household. It makes it a little bit easier to bear. Right? Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
That's what you get when you have a companion. Somebody that can lift you up when you need assistance. Or you being there to lift your companion up when they need assistance. This right here isn't specific to marriage, but we're using it to explain what it is to be in a union with someone else. We know that it's good for a man and a woman to be together. They can, brothers got sexual desires and urges. Sisters got sexual desires and urges. When you married, you can fulfill that. Like Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4 say. Read.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
It says, but woe to him that is alone when he falls. Some people want to be alone. We heard a sister yesterday. Me and my wife was out. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Thursday. The sister said, I've been single for I don't know how long. I love it. I love being single. I'm going on a cruise for adults. I'm going on an adult cruise as a single woman. What y'all think that mean? What you say? She gonna ride the wave. That is a recipe for whoredom.
Right.
I'm a single woman. I love being single. I'm gonna get on a adult cruise. No kids allowed. No kids are allowed. Not just no kids is coming. Kids are not allowed on that cruise.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And the sister got a kid. Oh. Single and love it. But there's no understanding of this here. Read it again.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
For he hath not another to help him up. Read.
Again, if two lie together, they can have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
But how can one be warm alone? This is how you know that when people have that idea, it's better to be single. I would rather be single, that they lying.
Right.
They lying. Because the scripture says, how can you be warm alone? Everybody need warmth. You know you need warmth. When you cold, we're talking about physically, literally. If you cold, you're going to want that warmth, but you can't have that when you're alone. That's what the Bible is saying. So if anybody come to you with the, I like being single, I would rather be single, they are lying. Get me Sirach chapter 9. Ecclesiastes 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9.
In verse 9.
Verse 9. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of thy life of thy vanity.
So when you brothers do get wives, and when you wives do get husbands, your desire should be to live joyfully with them. You chose them. You're supposed to want to live joyfully with the wife that you chose. Read.
Which he hath given thee under the sun all the days of thy vanity.
Why does it say of thy vanity? I want a participant. Why does it say all the days of thy vanity? Nobody? There we go.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
Brother Malachi, Most High in Christ bless. Because I think of vanity is the outlook of what everybody wants or what they strive to get.
Not quite. It said, let's read it one more time.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
All the days of the life of thy vanity. What is vanity? Gabe, you don't know what that means. He might. You want? Let's pass it on. She said no. That's his mama, y'all, for those who can't see.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
Brother Elias. Vanity's beauty.
Not quite. Not quite. I'll just give you the answer. All the days of thy vanity, meaning we are all going to perish. We all going to die. We all are but a puff of smoke, a vapor. That's what our life is. When you live in this life, it ain't gonna last forever. You live joyfully with your spouse. You're supposed to be happy with the person. Now, don't get it twisted. You're gonna have issues. You're gonna have trouble in the flesh, but the goal should be for you to live joyfully with her. The goal for the sisters is to live joyfully with their husbands. All right, read.
Which he hath given thee under the sun all the days of thy vanity.
Which he has given thee, read.
For that is thy portion in this life.
So that's the explanation. For that is thy portion in this life. That's what that's going into. Read.
And in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
Right. So you're going to want to find you a wife, and you're going to want to enjoy being married to her. Right? We all got those things that we want in a spouse. I want a sister that can cook. Can she cook? Because I really like to eat. Or I want a sister that's nice because I'm soft. You know what I mean? Well, all brothers want a nice, so don't get it twisted. But you got these qualities and traits that you want in a spouse. Sisters, y'all know y'all got qualities and traits y'all want in a husband. I don't want no broke brother. I don't want no brother that don't go to the gym. He ain't strong. Right? Y'all got qualities that y'all want in a man. These things y'all supposed to seek out. And figure out if you got something? Read. Go ahead. My fault.
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to bring out the fact that this class is beautiful. Our people have a lot of sickness mentally. A lot of people would read a scripture like that, and that would be grievous to them because they have the idea that, how could I be with someone for so long? But even animals mate for life. Many animals, a lot of birds, a lot of mammals, they mate for life. They have one spouse, and they live old grow old, and die together. But Jake, the black and Hispanic man, black and Hispanic woman, native man, native woman, we have been destroyed in our mind to the point where the idea of even understanding what this is really going into is difficult for us. So all praise the Most High for this class, man.
All praises. That's it, y'all. We wrapping it up. That was the class. Nah. So how do you get a wife or a spouse or husband that you can live joyfully with? What do you got to do first? Everybody know this. They said keep the commandments. Okay, of course. Of course, keep the commandments. Sister, we got a sister that know. Let's get the mic to the sister. She got the answer. What do you got to do? The question is, in order to get that spouse that you were to live joyfully with, what you got to do?
Shalom, leadership. First, you need to work on yourself.
Okay, yes. Yeah. What else, though?
Study the scriptures for yourself to work on towards.
We getting there. We getting there. We getting there.
That's all I got.
Okay. What we got? Back here.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom. What's your name?
Joshua.
What's the answer?
You need to prove the person.
There you go. Give a brother a hand. You got to prove them. All right? There are preventative measures for getting into a bad relationship or bad marriage. You can prevent that by proving a person. Again, sisters, y'all got qualities that y'all want in brothers. Brothers, y'all got qualities that y'all want in sisters. You got to prove that person to see if those qualities exist in them. Give me the first clip.
Stop. You only known the girl for 6 weeks.
I'm in love. She's smart, sexy, uninhibited, spontaneous, complicated. She's the sweet thing I've ever seen.
You know, I knew Gladys for 2.5 years before I asked her to marry me. You have to have a foundation of friendship, brother. The other stuff fades.
You can't marry nobody in 6 weeks, 6 months, a year. You can, but you're gonna have some troubles. You're gonna have to figure that thing out. Go ahead, play on.
Hi.
Watch this. Spontaneous.
You don't think this is all happening a little fast?
You know me, I never do anything without thinking it through.
6 weeks. Pause. She said, I've never do anything without thinking it. It took her 6 weeks to think through whether she was going to get married to this. So they both dumb as hell. The point, this was the point of the whole class, is two dumb people can't get married to each other, y'all. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a bad joke, but it was a joke. Play on.
Ew. He's in construction. He's a big-time contractor.
A server goes down on Wall Street. She's there anytime, day or night.
They have not confirmed this with each other. They have not confirmed their jobs. And now, sister, if a brother tell you that he's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, you're going to want to see some proof.
To this day.
The brother working at McDonald's, dropping fries from 6 to 10, and that's it. 20 hours a week. Come on.
She's like Batman for computers.
He's gone as much as I am, so it's perfect.
Give the whole thing 6 months tops.
Eddie, I asked her to marry me.
What?
I'm getting married.
What? I can't hear you.
I'm getting married.
I can't hear him. Can you stop hitting him? I think he said something crazy.
Getting married.
Stop. They getting married after 6 weeks. Crazy. What's funny is, it's not funny, but that actually happens here in the truth. Brother and sister don't know each other from a can of paint. I never knew what that came from, that saying. But they don't know each other, but they got married after a few weeks, or they had a backdoor marriage where they just got married. So the brother thought she was cute. Sister thought he was handsome. He had big feet and muscles. And they married. They done slept with each other. Now they married. That's crazy. All right, now, Read the scripture.
Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend.
If thou wouldest get a what?
A friend.
If you would get a friend, meaning if you would like a friend, what are you supposed to do?
Prove him first.
Prove him first. You're supposed to prove a friend first. Why? Y'all might not align as friends. You might find out that this person is evil as hell. That might not be a wise bet to make them your friend. Read.
And be not hasty to credit him.
And be not hasty to credit him. Read.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Some man is a friend for his own occasion. Some brothers only want a wife so they can clap some cheeks. Some sisters only want a husband for some ride. That's the truth. Sometimes a brother or a sister want to marry you because you got money. She ain't got she don't got no money. She a bum woman. And she want to marry you because you loaded. Not because she love you.
Or a stepdaddy.
Go ahead.
For a stepdaddy is to be a father to her kids, but she don't really care about you. And you
a stepdaddy.
Taking care of 7 kids. That's not yours.
Just for her to commit adultery on you.
Hell no.
Some man is a friend for his own occasion. Read on.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. You on your own. The moment you go broke, she out. The moment she gets sick, he gone. We got brothers and sisters like that. They only a friend for their own occasion. And they won't abide in the day of thy trouble. So you got to prove whether a person is going to be able to abide with you in your time of trouble. That's what's going to determine whether they're a friend, especially if they are worthy of being a spouse. Read.
And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach.
And there's a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. How many times have y'all seen girls, I say girls for a reason, girls get into it and then they fall out and now they just bad-mouthing each other. She's there now. She don't even know how to put on the head wrap. Her head wrap was not purple. It was fuchsia. This leadership need to get her. You know what I'm saying? How many times have y'all seen a husband and a wife get divorced and now the baby mama is on the internet blasting the baby daddy because they're not in a relationship no more? I'm asking y'all. It's not rhetorical. I'm asking y'all. Y'all done seen that, right? Brothers, y'all done seen that? Sometimes you see brothers on the internet. Next thing you know, they having a TikTok rant and vent going in on their baby mama. Going in because they ain't together. She got a new man. He jealous. That happens. So read that part again, verse 9.
Verse 9. Mm-hmm. And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach.
They're going to discover your reproach. When they're turned to an enemy, everybody going to know your dirty laundry. Give me Sirach chapter. Read verse 10, and then we're going to move on. Read verse 10.
Again, some friend.
It say again. Why does God got to say it twice? Because the Negro, that's how Bishop say it. Bishop outside. The Negro don't listen. The Negro, black people, we don't listen. God got to say it twice because he know that he told it once. It did not register. Read it.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
And they won't continue in the day of your affliction. When you going through it, they gone. All right? So, you got to find out who will abide with you. Give me Sirach chapter 6, verse 14. Jump down to 14.
Verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Now, a faithful friend, on the contrary, is a strong defense. When you going through something, they there for you. When you having struggles and issues, they helping you. They willing to help you. When you in your mind, your own head, you got to have brothers and sisters that's there willing to help pull you out of that thing. That's a strong defense. Read.
And he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure.
God calls them a treasure. It's precious. You want a friend that is there for you? It's precious. Read.
Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable.
Ain't nothing that you can compare to a faithful friend. And it says his excellency is invaluable. Those brothers and sisters who you prove and you find them to be good friends, you want to hold on to that. Read.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
They that fear the Lord shall find him. We need to talk about that because that is how you find a faithful friend. You got to have fear of the Lord. What's fear of the Lord? Keeping the commandments. So if you keep the commandments, you're going to look for a friend who does what? So now y'all both keep the commandments. Okay? It says that's when you will find a friend, right? Read that part again. A faithful friend.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
And they that fear the Lord shall find them. So I don't want to hear a sister say, I don't got no friends in the truth. I like, there's a word for it. Officer Lycon, I bet you know it. But it's the sisters who going up through high school, I know the word for it. It's a hoe. It's the sisters who coming up in school, they say, I ain't getting along with the girls. I ain't hang out with the guys. They just get me. I ain't hang out with females. Okay, brothers, when a sister tell you that she didn't hang out with females in school and she only hung out with guys, what that mean? She a hoe. Everybody know that.
Come on now, dog.
The sisters know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know the sisters there. Y'all ain't hang out with no females. Y'all only hung out with guys because y'all was trying. You know what I mean? Is there a word for that? That's not hoe? If you find one, let me know because I feel like hoe, he said whorish. I feel like hoe might be a little too harsh. We'll try to find another word for y'all. But that's what that is. Read on.
Verse 17. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. So, if you keep the commandments and you fear God, you're going to deal with the person that you're proving according to the commandments. And likewise them. So, when you proving brothers that are single or proving sisters that are single, y'all dealing with each other according to the commandments. Right? Read.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. Y'all supposed to both be moving in the spirit of the Lord. That's how y'all supposed to direct y'all's friendship. If y'all not directing y'all friendship according to the Lord, what you directing your friendship according to? Satan. Now correlate that with a brother proving a sister. It's going to be all kind of nastiness, all kind of foolishness going on. That's what's going to happen. Because you're not doing it according to the Lord. Read that again.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
Right. So you're supposed to direct your friendship aright according to the laws. So what that's going to do is it's going to help you do this. Recognize and look for red flags. All right? Red flags, what you got? Red flags, you got yellow flags, you got green flags. The green flags, is they good to go? Yeah, I like this quality, this trait in this individual. The yellow flags is like, all right, we might be able to work on that. I don't know if I like it. The red flags is you got to go. Now, How many red flags does it take for you to choose not to deal with somebody? 1. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That was very smart, brother. 1, because it's very easy to overlook red flags when you like somebody. Oh, I like it. She cute. He's handsome. He got money. Damn, he said he beat on his last woman, but he said he rich. He a new creature in Christ. He said he got anger problems. But he is cute though. All the sisters they're gonna be jealous.
Come on now, dog.
I like that. Well, I could change them. Oh my gosh. That's what be going on through your head. And so you ignore those red flags. So we got a short list. Should be your own personal list. But here is a short, concise, accurate list of the red flags that you should definitely avoid. Give me Matthew 12, verse 35 first. Matthew 12, 35. There are qualities in individuals that you certainly want to avoid. Matthew chapter 12, verse 35. This is how you find out what they got that you don't like.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 35. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things.
A good man out of the good treasure of his heart going to bring forth good things. If he righteous, he going to bring forth righteousness. If he is wise, he going to bring forth wisdom. If he love the Lord, he's going to show that. Likewise with the sisters. Read.
And an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things.
And an evil man out of the evil treasures bring forth evil things. So you're going to know whether this person is righteous or not just by the way that they are. When you start asking them questions and when you start hanging out with them or you start talking to them, trust, they're going to reveal whether they got red flags that you go, oh, hell no. They're going to reveal that thing. And the Bible is written in the masculine, but this goes for sisters too. Most of y'all already know this, but we always got to remind the sisters because they say, it says a good man out of his heart. It ain't talking about me. That's talking about you, my Lord. It's talking about us, Israel. So if you righteous, you're going to bring forth righteous things. If you were unrighteous or evil, you're going to bring forth evil things. So y'all brothers need to look for that. Y'all sisters need to look for that. Now, here's what you want to avoid. Liars. Get Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. Liars. Angry people. Prideful people who cannot take correction. And mean people. Those are 4 things or traits that you want to look for in a person and avoid like the plague. Liars, angry, prideful, can't accept correction, and mean-spirited. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Read.
A proud look, a lying tongue.
A proud look, a lying tongue. God said he hate that thing. He hates a lying tongue. Read.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Hands that shed innocent blood. Read.
And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
An evil mind.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies.
A false witness that speaks lies. I want y'all to pay attention to something. God said he hates a lying tongue. And in the same breath, somebody that sheds innocent blood. That's why they say a lie gets you killed. A lie can get you killed. That lying spirit is one of those ones that will, when persecution comes, that person will not abide with you. If they're a liar, when it's time, when Esau knocking on your door, they trying to take you to jail, take your husband to prison, Trust me, if she a liar, bro, she giving you up to the cops. The reason they at their door because of her. That's why they at your door. That person will not abide with you in the time of trouble, like we read in Sirach 6. They're liars. What makes you think that you can trust that they're going to be your companion for life? And they be lying. So, avoid liars. Avoid angry people. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly.
He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. Read.
And a man of wicked devices is hated.
So, when somebody is soon angry, they're going to make rash decisions. Sisters, this is more so common in men. Brothers be having anger spirits on them like crazy. Raise your hand if you got an anger spirit on you. Brothers raise their hand. You're supposed to conceal that thing, brother. Work on it. Don't damn give the oh, Lord. That was a trap. They fell for it. If you got an anger spirit, you need to work on that thing until you're no longer angry. Till you no longer deal with that thing. But sisters, if y'all see that the brother got an anger spirit on him, correct him. Yes. What? Correct the brother? Yes. The brother, you might be a little angry of thee. Especially if y'all already married. You gotta correct that, my Lord. You ain't tripping? You know what I'm saying? You do it nicely. I got some videos on that, trust me. But yes, you correct that. Let them know, hey, this might not be. And if they prove that it's not an issue to them, hell no. Maybe they got angry in the moment. You don't know if they're really an angry person. And then, because you my wife, that's why I'm looking at her. See why you looking at me? What? If you an angry person and you find out he an angry person, that's when I gotta let this thing go. Right? An angry person or somebody who is soon angry means that they're gonna make rash decisions. He might punch you in the face. Raise your hand if you got punched in the face by your husband. I'm over here looking at who married, trying to get him to tell on it. I don't be telling. Raise your hand if you got punched in the face by your wife. It happens. It does happen. The point is, when somebody is angry and they show that thing to you, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. You don't deal with that person. Don't make them your spouse. You got to deal with them for the rest of your life. All right? Do we read that one more time?
He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly.
He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. Those are the brothers and sisters. As soon as something pop off at their job, they yelling at their boss, cussing their boss out, now they fired. The sisters laughing. I feel like some sisters undid that. I don't know why he fired me. Because he white. No, sis. It's because you're angry and you got issues that you got to work out. Right? So you have to identify those things that are in that person when y'all proving whether they're angry or not. Let's move on. Proverbs 15:10. The next thing that you want to avoid is that prideful person who cannot take correction. A prideful individual who cannot take correction. Proverbs 15:10.
Yes, sir. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way.
Correction is grievous to him that forsakes the way. If he not righteous, he is not going to want to hear you tell him that he got a lying, angry spirit on him. She's not going to want to hear that she got a lying, angry spirit on her. Correction is grievous unto them. Read.
And he that hateth reproof shall die.
And he that hates reproof shall die. Meaning, the Lord is going to judge them. If you, brothers, you do not want a wife who cannot take your correction and your order. You do not want a wife who will not take your correction. Sisters, y'all do not want a husband who never realizes that he's at fault. Never. He'll never realize he at fault. I got a video on that, though, later, because sisters will get it twisted. So I got to put that out there. I got a video for y'all. But you don't want to deal with a brother who never realizes that he's wrong or can never admit that he had an issue. What they they got the black side of social media. And there's this thing where people will put out there that they childhood experiences. When your mama was mad at you, she ain't apologize. She asked you what you want to eat. Yeah. Are you hungry? Put your clothes on. She ain't gonna apologize. Say she was wrong. Put your clothes on. Hey, we done all experienced it. All of us. Every single one of us. Get me Proverbs chapter 2. So, a prideful person you want to avoid. One who cannot take correction you want to avoid. God is going to, give me that one. Resist the proud in the New Testament. I want that one before we get Proverbs. I'm sorry. You a little too close now. Sorry. Give me that. Resisteth the proud. Because if God rejects them, why in the hell wouldn't you? Right? God don't even want them. You want that to be your husband. Or you want that to be your wife. Y'all found it?
Yes, sir. But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he said.
Did you read the precept? What scripture is it?
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Come on now, dog.
Slow down, Chief.
James chapter 4, verse 6.
There we go. Give him a little bit of time to find it. James chapter 4, verse 6.
But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble.
So God resists the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Those brothers and sisters that can, you know what? I was a little bit hasty in my tongue. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. You know what? You right, sis. I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably shouldn't have did that. I probably should have heard you out. Or a sister, yes, I understand, husband. God of my universe. My Lord. I understand. I gotta humble myself. God accepts those. But he resists the proud. Hell no, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I'm right, you wrong. I'm right, you wrong. Me and my wife, we laugh at. There was this video we saw. The brother and the sister say, I'm right. They said at the same time, I'm right, you wrong. That's okay. And then they hug for like 5 seconds. Hell no. Absolutely not. Y'all got to be able to see the faults in yourself. That's when God's going to accept you. If not, he will resist you. Now, go to back to Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 11. 2 and verse 11.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse 11.
So, what you want to avoid, finally, is a mean-spirited person. This is a brothers or sisters. Mean, forward. Read.
Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. To deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man. So, what we're about to read are ways of an evil man, and discretion will help you identify these things. Read.
From the man that speaketh froward things.
From the man that speaketh froward things. What are froward things? Who knows that? Who knows what froward things are? Froward. Let's get a mic. What happened to the mic guy? Oh, he right here. Froward. Who knows what froward means? Hold on. We got a mic.
Shalom, Most High in Christ. Bless.
Shalom. What's your name?
Brother Samson.
Brother Samson.
Rude.
Rude. Disrespectful. Stirring stuff up. Just forward. No filter. That's what the sisters deal with that. I ain't got no filter. They be proud of that thing. I don't got no filter.
Say it with your chest.
Like, Don't nobody like that. What are you talking about? Forward. So, discretion will preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man who speaks forward things. Read.
To deliver thee from the, verse 13, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
They're evil. Read.
Who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked.
They like that thing. They delight in the frowardness of the wicked. It's funny to them. It's cool. They like being disrespectful. Now, I ain't saying cracking jokes and, having fun, jesting is an issue. But when you have a mean spirit, you want to see people fail. You don't like to see people thrive. You like to stir up strife and trouble and mischief. When you see that in somebody, do not marry them. Brothers, y'all gonna see this more so in sisters than sisters see in men. But it be in men too. Some brothers the same way. Just forward, just talk too damn much. Saying the craziest stuff. You like, dang, bro, what the hell? Why would you even say that?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right? So y'all gotta identify these things in each other before you decide to marry them. And once you do identify certain things, whether they're yellow flags or green flags or a burnt orange flag, it ain't red yet. But it's about to be, damn it. If he got one more, once you identify those different flags, now you want to seek counsel. All right? Get Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 14.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14.
The wisest man on earth giving us wisdom today.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Where no counsel is, the people fall. Read it one more time.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
And then read it one more time.
Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Where no counsel is, the people fall. If you do not get counsel while you are proving, it will fail. I'm going to say that again. If you do not get counsel when you are proving, it will fail. I promise. You are doomed. That is not an exaggeration. It's not a case by case. Well, maybe it won't. I'm telling you, it's going to fail. Read.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
But in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. You know what? I'm going to talk to this captain. He's been married for 27 years. I'm going to talk to this officer. He's been married for 52 years. I'm going to talk to this brother. He's been married for 16 years. There was a brother, when I was proving, before I got married, there was a brother. He was a brother. He was maybe a couple years into the truth. He wasn't even, I had been in the truth now 8 years at that point, 8, 9 years. The brother said, when you are, this is when I first got married. He said, when you are, or around the time I first got married, I think I might have betrothed my wife at this time. He said, if you want a glass of water, just say, hey, babe, can you give me a glass of water? I appreciate it. He said, you ain't got to tell her, get me some water, because I'm your husband, damn it. You ain't got to say, you ain't got to ask like a docile creature either. Babe, can you please get me some water? Please? Please? You ain't got to do that either. He said you could be firm. Just let her know you appreciate it. Right? Hey, can you give me some water, babe? I appreciate it. I was like, damn, I'm going to do that. I never did it. But I listen, I think about that all the time. I think about it all the time. Like, you know what? That brother was wise. And he going to watch this class. He was like, Dad, that was me. I told him that. I'm going to start doing that, babe. All right. Get me Read it one more time. Read it one more time.
Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. You want to find the opportunity to get the wisdom from whoever it may be, right? The brother, like I said, the brother's been married multiple years. They probably have an idea of how to stay married. Sisters, talk to the sisters that have been married for a while. Talk to the sisters that are married to husbands who've been with them through their trials. They could tell you what to look for in a husband. Right? Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 6.
Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 6. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety.
Again, and there are in the multitude of counselors there is safety. And this is talking about in war. So it's life or death. Counsel is how you get through it. Counsel is how you make it successful. Get me 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 28. Just because you get counsel does not mean that you won't go through things, though. 1 Corinthians chapter 7.
1 Corinthians chapter 7.
Verse 28.
Verse 28. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned.
Right, so it's a good thing to get married. There's no sin in marriage. Read.
Nevertheless.
However, marriage ain't the sin. Read.
Such shall have trouble in the flesh.
But you still going to have trouble in the flesh. Read.
But I spare you.
But I spare you. The Lord knows that there are going to be issues that arise between husbands and wives. It's going to happen. Sisters going to say something dumb sometimes. Brothers going to say something mean sometimes, y'all. There's going to be trouble in the flesh. There might be financial troubles. There might be troubles. You got children that are unruly. And it's hard to navigate how to deal with them. The woman don't never want to whoop the kid. Daddy want to punch him in the face. You can't do either of those. Right? But you got to come together and navigate that situation. Much like a myriad of different things. You'll have to work together. But you're going to have trouble in the flesh. You got something?
Yes, sir. Because even at jobs, people have jobs. Now, I know some people can't keep a job worth a damn. But a lot of people, they have had jobs for more years than their marriage has been. Or they're going into a marriage and they will have had a job for 10 years, have troubles at the job, work through them, but won't want to put that same effort into their marriage.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Right.
And will listen to Esau effortlessly.
Right.
Have no problem doing whatever Esau say at the job.
And some sisters, they boss is their husband. And it might be their work husband. Y'all heard of that? The work husband and work wife? Jesus Christ. That's a real thing.
The work husband will yell at them and say and be mean to them. And they'll still
and take your money.
And take
Fire.
your money.
Take your money and you'll listen to him.
And they'll make them a sandwich.
Or you will listen to your Edomite boss at a job, but you won't. You'll find out a million different ways to solve the company problems, but won't solve your damn marriage problems. Brother got promoted last week. Got demoted at the school. Get me. Read that again. I'm sorry.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh.
But you are going to have trouble in the flesh. That is why the counsel is there. You want to get the counsel for when you have the troubles. Or to get the counsel so that before the troubles come, you're equipped to handle them. And these troubles could come in a whole lot of different ways. It might be something where y'all can fix it in a week. It might be somewhere it's a month. It might be something that takes years. It might be something you don't know if they're gonna fix. We got brothers and sisters who their spouse has been terminally ill. That's trouble in the flesh. You got to get with those brothers and sisters to see how did they get through that? How did he deal with his wife? How did she support her husband? That's the counsel that you're supposed to be getting so that you can learn how to, if you get through that situation, either apply it yourself or teach somebody else. A wise man once told me, or a wise woman once told me, right? We labor not for ourselves, but all those that seek learning. Get 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12. Wherefore, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall.
You got to seek the counsel. Take heed. You think you got it together. You don't, I promise. You think you got it together. You don't. Take heed lest you fall. When you decide, I don't want to take that counsel. I don't like it. I don't like the counsel they gave me. I want to do I'm going to do my own thing. That's it. Y'all know Miles Morales? I'm going to do my own thing. The Spider-Man. Anyway, you supposed to take the counsel. You're not supposed to do your own thing. Read on.
Verse 13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
Everything that we go through, somebody already been through it. You talk to them. You get the counsel from them. You learn from them. Don't be prideful. I don't want to talk to her. I don't like her. I don't want to talk to him. He corrected me last week. Or he's younger than me. Silliest thing I'm telling you. It'd be silly reasons our brothers and sisters don't follow counsel. But the scripture says there's no temptation that's not common to man. Everybody done been through something. They've been through what you've been through. Just get the counsel. Learn. Otherwise, you're going to fall. Read.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
God's not going to tempt you above what you're able. Everything that you go through, the Lord see that you can get through it. So long as you continue to have faith in him and trust in him. The moment you stop doing that, there's no way you're going to be able to bear those things. But us having the faith in the Lord and having faith, if you got faith in God, you're going to seek the counsel.
Right.
Read.
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
So you're going to be able to escape these trials and these temptations and these troubles with the help of God and the help of counselors. That's how that works when you proven or when you married. I'm a big advocate for, even if you're married, go get counsel. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, especially if you got counsel in the truth before you got married, then got married, and then stopped getting counsel. Seems fishy to me. Brothers just wanted some cheeks.
Oh, my God.
Sister said he got big old toes and feet. He don't need no counsel no more. I seen it. I done seen it already. I don't need no counsel. You can't move like that. You still get counsel. Even when things are good. When things are good, still go get counsel. Let the leadership know who married you. Hey, this is how things are going. You got any advice? You got any? As I'm telling you, it's beautiful. That's what, when we read Hebrews 13:4, marriage is honorable in all things. Everybody that's involved can still be involved. Because ain't no divorce. You ain't going nowhere. All right,
Can I say something on that?
Yes.
Because when you were getting the counsel, like Officer brought out, you got the counsel up in the proving, and then you were dealing with those spiritual counselors as parents. Just as 1 Timothy 5:1 says that you regard the spiritual elder men as fathers, spiritual fathers, and the elder women as mothers. That's the respect that you have towards those who are beyond you in understanding and the truth like that. However, some of the mindset becomes, well, this is my household now. But none of us are above having parents. When Rehoboam didn't listen to the counselors that King Solomon, who did know everything, King Solomon knew everything. He did know everything. He knew everything and still had counselors. Rehoboam didn't listen to his counselors and got the kingdom split. So you don't think you could get split in your relationship if you say, I don't need any more direction. I don't need any more counsel. I don't need any more wisdom from the very parents that brought my marriage together in the first place. You can't do that.
You in the spirit, first of all, because get 2 Chronicles chapter 10, because we're going to read the whole chapter. Well, in the spirit, man. 2 Chronicles chapter 10.
2 Chronicles chapter 10, verse 1. And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for to Shechem were all Israel come to make him king.
So Rehoboam is about to be made king, right? Or is made king. Read.
And it came to pass, when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who was in Egypt, whither he had fled from the presence of Solomon the king, heard it, that Jeroboam returned out of Egypt.
So Jeroboam came back from Egypt after fleeing Solomon. Jeroboam was King Solomon's advisor, right? And Jeroboam fled for the prophecy that was given him and being threatened to be killed by King Solomon. So he left, he fled, then he came back once King Solomon was dead. Read.
And they sent and called him. So Jeroboam and all Israel came and spake to Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore ease thou somewhat the grievous servitude of thy father and his heavy yoke that he put upon us, and we will serve thee.
So Jeroboam is coming to him with wisdom. Remember, Solomon, the wisest man on the planet, like Officer Latham said, had advisors, Jeroboam being one of them, is coming to Rehoboam saying, hey, your father had these issues, but we can fix the nation if you take this counsel. King Solomon's advisor. Read.
And he said unto them, Come again unto me after 3 days. And the people departed. And King Rehoboam took counsel with the old men that had stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived, saying, What counsel give ye me to return answer to this people? And they spake unto him, saying, If thou be kind to this people, and please them, and speak good words to them, they will be thy servants forever. But he forsook the counsel which the old men gave him, and took counsel with the young men that were brought up with him.
So he was given good counsel from experienced and wise men, and he forsook it. He said, hell no, and took counsel of the young men. That's why when leadership give y'all counsel and y'all forsake the counsel, they say, don't ever come get counsel from me again. We will not give you counsel. Go talk to one of the young brothers. They'll give you counsel. Read.
That stood before him. And he said unto them, What advice give ye that we may return answer to this people, which have spoken to me, saying, Ease somewhat the yoke that thy father did put upon us?
He said, what y'all think about what these old heads told me? He said, man, they gave me some counsel. I ain't like that. What y'all think? Read.
And the young men that were brought up with him spake unto him, saying, Thus shalt thou answer the people that spake unto thee, saying, Thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it somewhat lighter for us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, My little finger shall be thicker than my father's loin.
He said, my little finger going to be thicker than, y'all know what that means. So he's getting the counsel from his young men. Now, I want to see who's thinking. Where did we read the type of brothers that Rehoboam is getting his counsel from? Where do we read about them? Okay. Go back to Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 14. Read it again. No, not 14. 10. I think it's 10. Let me look.
Sirach, chapter 6, verse 8.
Yes.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Why y'all think that they was telling him that? They was telling him that because he just said he forsook the council. He forsook the council. He said, this is what they told me, but what y'all think? They was like, this nigga the king. I'm going to tell him what he want to hear. Or just tell him out of our own foolishness. Read.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Now, go back.
Second Chronicles.
Hold on, no. Read verse 11. That's what I want.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 11. But in thy prosperity,
when he the king,
he will be as thyself.
He will be as thyself. He gonna be like you. Man, I tell them that my little finger gonna be bigger than my father's. You know what? That's what I say. Read.
And will be bold over thy servants.
And will be bold over thy servants. Remember, the counsel was in regard of how to treat the nation, how to deal with the people. Rehoboam's young advisors, the ones that didn't have wisdom, made themselves as him and became bold over his servants, over the people. Go back.
Second Chronicles chapter 10, verse.
Everybody understand that? All right.
Verse 11. For whereas my father put a heavy yoke upon you, I will put more to your yoke. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions.
So they telling him, this is what you should say to the people. Say that to hell with y'all. That's basically what he's saying. Tell them to hell with y'all. I'm going to do my own thing. Read.
So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam on the third day, as the king bade, saying, come again to me on the third day. And the king answered them roughly. And King Rehoboam forsook the counsel of the old men, and answered them after the advice of the young men, saying, my father made your yoke heavy, but I will add thereto.
So he said exactly what they told him to say. He answered them roughly. He said, to hell with y'all. I'm doing my own thing. And told them exactly what his young advisors told him. Read.
My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions.
Word for word, bar for bar. Read.
So the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was of God.
So the king did not listen to the people. This was of the Lord so that he could show his power. Read.
That the Lord might perform his word which he had spake by the hand of Ahijah.
Because God said what? That he would split the kingdom.
Right.
That's the history. The prophecy was the kingdom was going to be split and that Jeroboam would get 10 tribes into himself. So the prophecy being made fulfilled when God hardened Rehoboam's heart to not listen to the people. He did not he forsook the counsel, did not take it. Read.
Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat. And when all Israel saw that the king would not hearken unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? And we have none inheritance in the son of Jesse.
They said, bro, you got everything. We need help. Read.
Every man to your tents, O Israel. And now, David, see to thine own house. So all Israel went to their tents. But as for the children of Israel that dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Hadoram that was over the tribute. And the children of Israel stoned him with stones that he died.
So he died. For doing what? For doing what? Forsaking the counsel. Read.
But King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem. And Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day.
So your mans get put to death. Now the people hate you. All because you choose to forsake the counsel. And it was good counsel. Brother, you should probably not hit your wife in the face. No. And she stab you in your sleep. Well, Probably should have stopped hitting her in the face. Sisters, you probably shouldn't call your husband a ban. You know what a ban is? Probably shouldn't call your husband a ban. Then he slap you. Well, how many times did you call him a ban? I just call him once a day. Well, okay. let me rein it back in. Go play the clip I just sent. I forgot to add that one. So this is when y'all didn't take the counsel.
You ain't as bad as you're cooking, sweetheart. And that's saying something.
This was happening in the house, in the spirit. Look at that. Jesus, pause. Lord have mercy. They're trying to kill each other. There's fire everywhere. Explosions. Look at her face. She said, I did that, but I got to get away from this. She just called him a BAN. And now she's trying to avoid the repercussion. Play. Look at that. Pause it. I'm only pausing it because when we put this in the video, you know what I'm saying, you got to kind of break it up a little bit. Play.
Come on.
Pause it. For some sisters, this is going to be exactly what's happening. Not metaphorically. He going to be throwing you around the dang on room, trying to elbow you in the face. This is what happens when you don't prove a person. You don't examine their spirit. You ignore all the red flags. Play.
Or it might be the other way around. You know, sis is crazy. You know, brothers.
She's shooting at your ass.
Brothers might wake up. Where's my thumb at? She said she got in a little plastic bag. See, you didn't find out what type of spirit she had. She crazy.
God wanted me to give this to you.
Hey.
No. You hearing him say that? That actually happened. That was real.
Hey, you know one thing that's crazy about it though? Go to the beginning part of it. He says something very specific as the fight started. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, read it. I mean, play it.
You ain't as bad as you're cooking, sweetheart.
That. He fueled the flame even worse. Y'all already shooting and fighting. He's like, you know what? Your cooking sucked too. And when he said that, can I pull a scripture real quick? I found get Sirach 28 and verse 11. So instead of being like, you know what, we all seen the movie, you know why they fighting. But in the marriage or like proving somebody or friendships in general, instead of just killing the heated conversation, he threw a little shot in it. And she got a gun in her hand.
Right.
You see, I ain't read.
Sirach chapter 28, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And hasty contention kindleth a fire.
Uh-huh.
And then hasty fighting sheddeth blood.
They're literally going to blows now. Because you know through the movie, it's a whole process of all this stuff they finding out, right? But now you having an argument with your wife or the argument with your husband, or y'all proving you're having arguments, or even the friendships you're having arguments. But instead of, what's the word? Dousing the fire. Read the next verse.
If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
If you say more stuff, it will just get worse. He said, you know what? She got full-blown machine assault rifle. Your cooking suck. She didn't even care what was around the corner. She come around the gun just blazing. And it came into what? A fire. Read.
If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched.
So instead of blowing on the flame in your argument, making it worse, you know what? Start using the right words to de-escalate the conversation. So you're not in the kitchen with your wife choking. Y'all choking each other out. Your cooking suck. Well, you don't know how to build a table. Damn.
Right. My ex was better.
Right. My ex was better.
He treated me like a queen.
Oh, ooh.
That's the type of stuff. Go ahead.
And both these come out of thy mouth.
So you can either de-escalate the situation or you can make it worse. It's saying both of these come out thy mouth, meaning you have the opportunity, the ability to make the decision to choose the right one, meaning this. either one you choose, you did it on purpose. So it wasn't, well, I didn't mean what I said. No, you meant what you said. Because you could have done the opposite, but you chose to do the other thing.
Right. Exactly. Get Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. We're going to go back to the clip, but Proverbs 15:1.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath.
A soft answer turns away wrath. Sisters, raise your hand if you understand that.
Nope.
A soft answer turned away. Some of them married. Some of y'all brothers, y'all agree. A soft answer turns away wrath. Brother prone to blowing up, getting out the spirit. Sometimes you could quell that by just bridling your tongue. Brothers too. Now your wife calling you all kind of B word, A word, N words. All cause you told her she looked fat. It's like, damn, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Oh my gosh. Not if she asked.
No.
It's you deal with things with wisdom. A soft answer turns away wrath, bro. All right, play the clip. Go back to the clip. You got something?
You on the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
But grievous words stir up anger.
But grievous words stir up anger. Now you know it's going to get heated if you say this. And you say it anyway. Sometimes brothers be like, to hell with it. I'm just going to say it. We guilty of it. Oh, everybody guilty of it. Tact. Yeah, you got to have tact. Sometimes all that tact just go right out the window. I'm going to just say it.
Because that goes back to the scripture you pulled earlier about the discretion. Some people don't care. What you really saying when you say you have no filter is you saying that you don't think about how well or how unwell the things you say are going to be received. Because you don't care whether or not the people that you're communicating with receive it the way that you need them to receive it.
Right.
You're not processing. There's a layer of processing that's not taking place. Sometimes you got to be a little raw, but you could say almost anything if you say it at the right time and the right way. It's like a combination. You got to have tact.
Right. So play the clip.
That's saying something.
I want y'all to realize she just reloaded that. Full on throwing blows. Pause it. Man, this is a nice house. They over here destroying their own house. Literally. And figuratively, yeah. Play.
Come on, honey. Come to dad.
Who's your daddy now?
Some of y'all sisters be wanting to do this to y'all husbands. All right. So they go on beating each other up. If you want to watch the movie, it's on Netflix, YouTube. Right? Huh? I got all of this laid out. Everybody's trying to jump the gun. Damn, let me finish this class. All right. Appreciate you. So when you don't take counsel, that's what's going to happen in the house. You're going to come to blows. Y'all being mean to each other. Y'all are creating wounds that are very difficult to heal. That's what you do when you don't take the counsel. That's what you do when you don't prove a friend correctly. 6 weeks and you married? Yeah, y'all going to be shooting at each other in the house. Throwing grenades. She shot up something explosive and flammable in her house. And previously in the movie, she was dusting the curtains. She was balancing on the chair, dusting the curtains, the valance. Now she blowing it up because she mad and they having an argument, a fight. All right, so when you don't take heed to the counsel, you will fall. However, a husband and a wife gotta learn how to embrace their roles. Brothers gotta learn how to be the type of husband that the Bible explains they should be. And sisters have to learn how to be the types of wives that the Bible explains that they should be. All right? Give me the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7.
Dang, was you already there? Okay. Read.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
So you husbands have to dwell with the wives according to knowledge. The Lord deal with y'all differently than he deals with the woman. He imparts more understanding, more wisdom, faster and sharper than he does with the woman. So you have to dwell with them according to knowledge. Read.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
You got to understand that they are the weaker vessel. What does that mean? Does that mean that they don't know nothing? Does that mean that they ain't capable of getting it? No. What it means is that it's easier for Satan to come and pull them out of the spirit. Which means y'all got to be the ones. We have to be the ones to control the vibe in the house. We got to control the energy when we in the spirit. In the spirit now. Not being evil controlling it. It's going to be all hell. You're still going to be fighting and shooting at each other. But you got to understand that sisters they're not going to be equipped with the mental fortitude to lead a marriage. They can't do that. That's your job. So dwell with them according to knowledge as the weaker vessel. Read.
And as being heirs together.
Heirs who?
Together.
Together. Heirs together. You not just the heir yourself. It ain't just you. I'm the king. Right. Y'all heirs together. Your glory is hers. She get when a man has a good name to himself, his wife, when he takes on a wife, she inherits that good name. That's so-and-so, the house of so-and-so. Your children, the same way. The house of officer so-and-so, the house of deacon so-and-so. There's honor attached to that. Read.
And as being heirs together of the grace of life.
Read.
That your prayers be not hindered.
That your prayers be not hindered. I bet y'all didn't know or realize that that's the reason God ain't answering your prayers. It's because you're not choosing to deal with your wife according to knowledge as joint heirs. Now ain't nothing going right. Next clip. So after y'all realize, you know what? I got to be a better husband. I got to be a better wife. Once y'all realize that, that's when that's when this will happen. Watch this. Pause it.
Can't do it.
What do y'all see on his face? They said blood. Oh my goodness. Are y'all paying attention to class? Sisters, what do y'all see on his face? Remorse. Realization. I ignored it. Y'all see that he comes to the realization. He like, you know what? This is crazy. Play on.
Can't do it.
Don't! She's still out of spirit. Pause it. She said, come on, nigga. You be like, you know what, sis? You got devil on you, sis. Hey, we need to take a chill pill. Now she calling 20 people. She still talking. Girl, hush. She still talking. Don't know how to shut up. You done already tried diffusing. You know what? We ain't even gonna go there. Well, because we wouldn't even be here. Dad, that's what she. Come on, she got the gun. She's begging them to shoot her. Begging, shoot me so I could tell on you. I could call the cops. Play on.
On!
You want it? It's yours.
All right. He said, you want it, it's yours. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Once he was like, nope, we're not going there. No matter how much she was egging it on, ultimately, what he said we was going, we stopping this right now. The situation was diffused. She now realized herself, you know what? It ain't what I want. It's what he want.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Read.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And thy desire shall be unto thy husband. It ain't about what you want. It's what your husband want. When your husband say, that's why, brothers, we got to be mindful of when we stirring the pot. When we fall into that, because all of us do it, when we fall into that nonsense, it's like, you know what? The more you pour into the foolishness, the more foolish she gonna be. Her desire gonna be unto you. Sisters, y'all gotta learn how to not do that. But her desire is gonna be unto you. When you decide, you know what, we gonna dead this. We gonna move forward. We gonna grow. We gonna go get some counsel. She's going to follow suit. She may give you a little bit of resistance as it's in the beginning, but you stay firm. You make the decisions. She's gonna follow suit. That's what she just did. She put the gun down. It's like, damn, you right. Read.
And he shall rule over thee.
And he gonna rule over you, sisters. The husband is going to rule over you. Y'all ready for that? Y'all want that? Yes. Damn. Wow. Wow. Y'all know this video going up, right? What happened? What you say? Yeah, we did. She answered immediately. Wow. Sisters, are y'all ready for a husband to rule over y'all? Yes. That's crazy. I know it don't count now. You know that, right? It don't make no sense.
Yo, lying.
Lying. Wow. Okay, so now y'all know, since y'all don't understand that yet, get with the sister that understand that she... That's where you get the counsel from. Sis, how do I learn how to let my husband rule over me?
Just do it.
Playing. I'm dead ass serious. That's how you gonna get the understanding on how to do it. Now I know that y'all was probably taken off guard. Probably, some of y'all didn't answer in time, but we know. We know. We know. All right. So now that the man and the woman are realizing their roles in the marriage, how do you move? 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. Let's get these roles defined.
1 Corinthians.
We almost done.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. Do not get that twisted, y'all. The head of the woman is the man. Everybody understand that? Thus saith the Lord. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. That is the marital structure according to the Bible. That's what God said. The man is above the woman. The woman is led by the man. And the man is led by Christ. And Christ by God. That's the structure. That's the order. It's not different. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 5. What does a man do? As the leader, as the head of his house, what does he do?
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God?
So, a man has to rule his own house. I want you to start up. Start up. Give me verse... Start at verse 1. Just start at 1. Yeah.
Verse 1.
This is what a man is supposed to be in his house.
This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work.
Brothers, what's a bishop? A leader. Exactly. Read.
A bishop then must be blameless.
Blameless. If you're going to be a leader, you got to be blameless. You got to get to the point where you cannot be accused of sin or... give me another word. You can't be the troublemaker.
Right.
Read. The transgressor. Yeah. Read.
The husband of one wife.
The husband of one wife.
Vigilant.
Vigilant. Serious.
Sober.
Sober. He ain't no drunk. He ain't getting high. He ain't popping pills. Read.
Of good behavior.
Of good behavior. He has a good report. Read.
Given to hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
Apt to teach.
He is able to teach. He has understanding, wisdom. Read.
Not given to wine.
He ain't a drunk.
No striker.
He doesn't hit his wife. Read.
Not greedy of filthy lucre.
Not greedy of filthy lucre. He ain't out here extorting people. Right? Read.
But patient.
Patient.
Not a brawler.
Not a brawler. He ain't arguing with his wife. He ain't arguing with his wife. The brother ain't arguing with his wife, y'all. You're going to be a leader. Your brother not arguing with his wife. Read.
Not covetous.
Uh-huh.
One that ruleth well his own house.
He rules well his own house. Read.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity.
Well, his children are serious. He deals with his family correctly and with authority and firmly. That's what a man does with the understanding of the laws of God. Read.
For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God?
Read.
Not a novice.
He's not a novice, meaning he has experience, he has understanding, he's been trusted to lead. Read.
Lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into condemnation of the devil.
Because some people, given the position and the opportunity to lead, they destroy everything because of pride. That's what Deacon Joshua was talking about a couple weeks ago, right? Brother, get a house, you immature, you're going to be inconsistent. You get married, you're going to be inconsistent. You get married and you angry, you're going to destroy your house. So you have to not be a novice before you're given the opportunity to lead. And when you're given the opportunity to lead, you have to no longer be a novice. You can't be that. You can't be these things named. Read the next verse and we're going to move on.
Likewise must the deacons be grave.
Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without.
He must have a good report of them which are without. People can't see the leader and say, yo, that's a nigga right there.
Right.
I could tell. Brothers go to camp. You could tell the brothers who go to camp when they be at camp like that nigga. He even in the house. He be cutting up at crib, boy. Yeah. You could tell. But you can also tell when brothers rule their house well. How many people seen Captain Gedaliah teach on the street? Y'all just know that man's house is well ordered. Yeah. You just can tell. The way that he teach, the way that his wisdom show forth, much like a lot of our leadership, most of our leadership. If y'all see them, you can tell they rule their house well. So those that are without, those people that don't have this understanding, that aren't in this body, they should be able to tell this dude is a good leader by his words, by his actions, his behavior. Read.
Lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil.
Right, lest he fall. Again, we have to be able to operate under the confines of the scriptures. That's when we're going to be able to thrive. If not, we're going to fall. And we're going to fall into reproach. Get me Sirach chapter 36 and 24. These are things that good leaders do in being a husband, leading a household.
Sirach chapter 36 verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. It doesn't mean you get a toy. Right. It doesn't mean you get a doll. It's not saying that you get a pet rock, even though some sisters be acting like pet rocks. It doesn't mean that that's what you get. A possession is something that you take care of. It's something that you nurture. It's something that, think of it as a field. The Bible calls or likens our wives as fields. You dress it. You take care of it. You water it. You nurture it. You plant it. You put seeds in the soil. You deal with your possession right. You clean it up, polish it, set it up on you dust it off. You do all kind of stuff to take care of your possession. That's what having a possession is. It's not an object or a thing that you'd mistreat. Read.
A help like unto himself.
A help like unto himself. Like unto himself. That's what you got. Read.
And a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest. So, a man is supposed to take care of his wife. He's supposed to lead her. He's supposed to guide her. He's supposed to strengthen her. He's not supposed to be arguing with her, fighting her, causing problems. Right? That's how a man operates in a marriage. And it says that he will read that last part again.
And a pillar of rest.
Read up one more.
A help like unto himself.
So he gets a help like unto himself. Read.
And a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest. A pillar of rest. Now, I got two definitions. Get me pillar first.
Pillar. Definition 1. A firm upright support for a superstructure.
Mm-hmm.
B.
Hold on. So, yeah, go ahead. My fault. Read that.
B. A usually ornamental column or shaft.
Right. So, a pillar is something that supports the structure, right? A superstructure. You don't really see pillars on small buildings. You see pillars on buildings that are large, right? Now, read 2.
2A. A supporting integral or upstanding member or part.
A supporting integral or upstanding member or part. Now, we got to dig into this one. A pillar is a supporting, integral, or upstanding member or part. So it is a part of something that supports the structure of it, right? It doesn't say in the second definition that it has to be tangible. It doesn't say that it has to be something physical. It says a supporting, integral, or upstanding member or part. Now, give me the definition of rest.
Rest. Definition 1.
Read the ones that are highlighted or circled.
Yes, sir. 2A. Freedom from activity or labor.
Freedom from activity or labor. Freedom. Rest is freedom. Read 4.
Peace of mind or spirit.
Peace of mind or spirit. That's what rest is. So a woman is supposed to be a structure. Go back to the other definition. A supporting, integral, or upstanding member or part of your peace of mind and spirit.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Come unto me. Who's talking here? Who knows? Brothers. Christ. Christ said, come unto me, all ye that read.
That labor and are heavy laden.
That labor and are heavy laden. Remember, the definition of rest is freedom from labor. Right? Christ said, come unto me, all ye that are labor and are heavy laden, read.
And I will give you rest.
And I will give you rest. What's the rest? The kingdom. The kingdom. So, when God says that we find a wife, we get a possession, we take care of her. We take care of her, not it. We take care of her. We deal with her rightly. She becomes a pillar of rest, a supporting. What was the definition? An integral, a supporting, integral, upstanding member or part of the kingdom. A piece of our kingdom on earth. That's why. When we read earlier that a man is supposed to live joyfully with the wife of his vanity and all the days of his vanity, that's his portion in this life. Our wives are our piece of the kingdom on earth. They're supposed to be, at least. So you got to treat your wife like she's your piece of the kingdom. Would you abuse your piece of the kingdom? No. Would you cuss your piece of the kingdom out? You're going to take care of your piece of the kingdom. You want to secure your piece of the kingdom. You want to protect your piece of the kingdom. Ain't nobody about to take my piece of the kingdom. That's God gave you that. But sisters, y'all got to understand that is y'all's role on earth. Y'all are y'all's husband's little slice of the kingdom on earth. He come home. Why are you in his ear? He come home and you give him the baby. You don't take some of us like to take the baby. You know, look at my son. He over there. He not listening to nothing I'm saying. Grabbing his foot. But some sisters, when the husband come in the house, they shoving the baby in his arm. I ain't got to take a nap all day. Blah 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 blah. I gotta cook. I didn't have time to.
Please just hear me out.
Some of them don't even got a job, and they. But y'all sisters got to understand that y'all are y'all's husband's piece of the kingdom on earth, which means you got to act like it. I'm not going to stress him out. Is the kingdom stressful? No. So why in the hell is my wife stressful? Does the kingdom talk back to us? The kingdom ain't going to talk back to you. The kingdom ain't going to call you a B word, A word, N word either. The kingdom is rest. Our wives are a piece of that here on earth, okay? So, sisters, y'all have to understand that. But in order for y'all to get to that, y'all have to do this. Get Psalms chapter 45 and verse 10. Psalms 45 and 10. It might be 9.
The book of Psalms, chapter 45, verse 9. King's daughters were among thy honorable women. Upon thy right hand did stand the queen in gold of Ophir. Hearken, O daughter, consider. Hearken, O daughter, and consider, and incline thine ear.
So, hearken, O daughter, and consider. This is something that you sisters have to pay attention to. Read.
Forget also thine own people.
Forget your own people. Forget the house you came from. Forget your dad and your mom. I'm a Johnson. We just like that.
Right.
Forget your house. Forget where you come from. Read.
And thy father's house.
And thy father's house. Those people are not, you got a new life, a new family. Forget where you come from. Read.
So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty. For he is thy Lord.
He is thy Lord. Your husband is your Lord. Read.
And worship thou him.
And worship him. Ain't no, I'm going to my mama house. No, you're not. I'm going to my dad's. No, you're not. We got a new house. Sisters, y'all supposed to be able to fix what's going on in your house with your husband. Y'all don't leave. Y'all don't give too much liberty to your family. You have a new family. And the moment y'all start doing that, then y'all could start becoming a pillar of rest. Because y'all gonna realize this is the king. This is my Lord. This is the foundation. I'm his piece of the kingdom. Y'all understand that, but y'all gotta put away where y'all come from and build a new house with your husband. You got something?
Oh, yes, I was going to bring out the point that you got to really consider what the mindset is, because you do see that a lot more on the sister side. Why is it that you want to hang out with people who, yes, they're your physical family, your blood, you love your people, and you always will. But why would you want to put that interaction and that fellowship above people that actually keep the commandments? You want to hang out more with people who don't keep the commandments, don't have the faith in Jesus. But your husband, who's your primary source of the faith in keeping the commandments and that unity that you're supposed to be building with him as a new separate family, is being put underneath your desire to want to be around people who don't do nothing the Bible says. You got to think about the mindset behind that.
Right. Go back to the clips, the next clip. So the sister realized this is her role as the wife. She's a pillar of rest. She done forsook where she came from. She's building a life and a legacy with her husband as the leader. The husband is leading his wife. Right? They starting to get on one accord. Now, play that next clip.
This thing's all over the place.
So this after they done made up.
Honey, let me drive.
I got it.
Move over. Move. I'm the suburban housewife, sweetheart. You move.
Fine, go.
So, pause. Now what are they doing? They're working together. Right? She said, move over. He's like, bro, no, I got it. She says, I'm the suburban housewife, sweetheart. All right, you got it. So she changed her tune. They working together now. What are they fighting? Satan. They are fighting Satan together. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what's in the rearview mirror. Play it.
Go.
Go. Pause.
Go.
What is that? Now, we know that it's Christianity. But these are the type of things that they put in movies that represent certain things. The moment they get on one accord, Christ is in the mix. Supposed to be. Yes, it's subliminal. Christ is in the mix now. They working together. It's no longer just him and her, and they both spies, super spies, working on their own. Now they got the enemy coming at them as a unit. The enemy's coming at them together. They have to fight together, but they can't do it alone. They have to do it with Christ. I want go back to Ecclesiastes. I want threefold chord. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. Mm-hmm. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Right. You got husband, wife, Christ. A threefold cord. I'll rephrase that. Christ, husband, wife. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. He said denim. Go back to the clip. Christ is supposed to be in the middle of y'all working together. That's how y'all going to defeat the enemy. That's how you're going to thwart off Satan. Go ahead. Play. So now it's his turn to shoot.
They're bulletproof.
They're bulletproof.
So this is what they do. They was fighting the devil together, right? The enemy coming against them. They are trying to kill the demons. They're trying to kill the Satan. All right. She said they're bulletproof. He's shooting at it. Then he come back in the car. He said, "Babe, they're bulletproof." She just make a face. Now, I have another clip. Play the clip, the TikTok video. She let him have it. She was like, all right, he got it. She didn't say, I just told you they was bulletproof. Why you ain't listening to me? I just said that they was bulletproof. Why you shooting at them? She didn't do that. She let him have it. Play that video.
With you and your wife, like, is she more like laid back?
My wife is she's everything that a woman's supposed to be. Soft-spoken, elegant, extremely laid back, extremely.
When y'all get in an argument, what does she do?
We don't do arguments.
Okay.
We don't argue.
If you guys get in a disagreement, what does she do?
She does what grown women do. She lets me be right until I realize I'm wrong.
Damn.
That's how grown women navigate. Yeah, I deal with feminine women.
Wait, say it again.
That was hard. Say it again.
She allows me to be right until I come back and realize I'm wrong. That's what smart women do.
So when do you come
Ladies,
back
that's
and
a new
realize you're
standard.
wrong?
It could be when I leave. I could go get in my car. It could be a day. It could be
What if
2
you
days.
never realize it?
She knows what kind of man she got. I'm going to realize it.
Boom. You see how she kept trying to get him to, I know you the devil somewhere. That's what she kept trying to poking. Well, what if this? Well, what if you never realize it? Like, nah, my wife is going to allow me to be right until I realize I'm wrong. That is the proper way to deal with your husband, sisters. I'm telling you. Look, sisters like, shit. Who seen The Wire? Y'all seen The Wire? Remember that black dude? Shit. Excuse my French, y'all, for the kids. But the woman is supposed to allow her husband to lead. She let him have it. In the film, she let him have it. All right, he got it. What's it going to hurt you that your husband is leading? Just listen to your husband. Unless he ain't trying to lead you into some sin. Brother ain't trying to prostitute you. Tell on him. Call the police. And your brothers. But let sisters, that's how you deal with your husband leading. You let him lead. Then you gonna get what you, there you go. Go ahead. Take him to the back. See that? She ain't say, why you telling me to take him to the back? No, I'm just playing. Nah, but that's how you get the best reaction out of your husband. Sisters, have you experienced a good response when you've reacted like that to your husband? Raise your hand if you have. Just one sister. No other sister has ever done that. They never let their husband have it. Didn't even try. Wow. Okay. Well, today's y'all day. Hopefully, going forward, y'all know how to respond and react to y'all husbands.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
There we go. That's what we want. The grace of a wife delights her husband. He loves that thing. When your wife can be gracious, brothers, don't y'all like that? Yes, sir. Your wife gracious, she know how to let you have it. When just be quiet. She know how to chill out, let you lead, let you guide. Read.
And her discretion will fatten his bones.
And her discretion will fatten his bones. It's going to give you life. Read on.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Silent and loving. Silent and loving. Say it with me. Silent and loving. That's a gift from the Lord. Read.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Read.
A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued.
So, a woman who is shamefaced, that doesn't just mean she's shy in public and she shalom, brothers. When she at the house, she ain't like, hey, nigga, why you ain't washed the dishes? Why you ain't what? She ain't leave the dishwasher open full of dirty dishes because she wants you to know that you need to to turn the dishwasher on. That sounded real specific, didn't it? She didn't do none of that. She ain't cussing you out, yelling at you. She's shamefaced. She, all right, that's my Lord. I got to reverence him. We're going to get there too. Read.
As the sun, when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
The sun is beautiful when it rises, right? You're like, dang, it's so pretty. You love seeing it. It's the same way when a woman is ordering her house correctly. She taking care of the kids. She making sure that it ain't a pigsty in there. Nobody's saying that you got to be on 10 all day, every day. Dust, dust, clean, clean, move, move. You ain't got to do that all day. He said, why not? Some sisters do that, If a sister do that, sisters who don't do that, find that sister, get some counsel, see how she do it. But it's it's beautiful to see a woman ordering her house well, really doing good by her husband who is leading the house. Right? Read.
As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age.
Right, as she gets older and more wisdom, it becomes more lovely. Now you can brag on your 26 years of marriage. You can brag on your 32 years of marriage. Read.
As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver, so are the fair feet of a constant heart, with a constant heart.
So, a fair feet with a constant heart, meaning your wife, she ain't faking the funk. She really do this. She really reverence you. She really love you. She really treats you like the king that you are. Right? Now, Ephesians chapter 5. This is what everybody been waiting on. All the brothers, at least. But watch this. We're going to pull something else out of it. Ephesians 5.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse
22.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Husbands, yeah. Woo! Wives, submit. Submit. Submit yourself unto your husbands, your own husbands. Read.
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. Remember, Psalms 45 said, he is your Lord, worship thou him. Whatever he desire, you do that thing. Read.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Even as Christ is the head of the church.
Right. So you sisters are supposed to submit yourselves unto your husbands because he is the Lord of your house. He is the Lord of that church. Read.
And he is the Savior of the body.
Read.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
In everything. That does not mean you get to pick and choose when you want to submit, when you want to be righteous. Of course, unless he's being evil. Don't let no brother tell you to do no sin. But if it ain't no sin involved, he tell you he wants you to wake up at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is late. 6 o'clock in the morning and make him some breakfast. Wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and make your husband some breakfast. What's the issue with that? There's no sin in that. Honor your husband in doing it. Read.
That he might sanctify.
That who?
Me, verse 25.
Read.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church.
Read.
And gave himself for it.
Now, husbands are to love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. What that mean? He died for the church, right? So that means you would do what? What else? What else? You would die for it, but what else? What else would you do? Protect her. What else?
Provide for her.
Okay, what else?
You're going to lead her.
Lead her, okay. What else? He said lead. He said obey.
He didn't hear the question.
He said obey your wife?
He didn't hear the question.
Jesus. Lord of mercy. It's a sister in here that wants you now, brother. Somebody in here listen and say, obey me. Hell yeah, I want that. Who is that? No. The question is, what else are you going to do for your wife? Christ died for the church, so you would die for your wife, but what else would you do for her? You would do anything for your wife. That's the point. It's not, Christ died for the church. You would give your life for your wife, but what else would you do for your wife? You go to the gym with your wife for your wife? Would you, give me some more. Would you sacrifice your time for your wife? Would you work more hours for your wife? You would do anything for your wife. Would you study for your wife? Not study with your wife, study for your wife. You study specifically so that you teach your wife. These are the things we got to consider. When the scriptures say that husbands, love your wives even as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it, that giving yourself for it is you entirely. Right. So we got wife sick. Gave much of his time to aid her in her recovery. Gave himself for it. He ain't had to die for that. But he had to be there for her. Sacrifice. Y'all, it's more than just you willing to lose your life. It's what are you willing to do every day. You understand? Read on.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
That he may sanctify and cleanse it. Cleanse what? Cleanse what? The marriage. With the washing of water by the word. Read.
That he might present it to himself a glorious church. Not having spot or wrinkle.
Which means what? We're supposed to treat our wives this way so that we can present them spotless, without sin, so that they are now capable of entering into the kingdom of heaven. That's your job, to get your wife to heaven. Shit hard, but you got to do it. Read. We almost done.
Or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish.
But that your marriage should be holy and without blemish. Read on.
So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
He that loves his wife loves himself. Last verse. Read.
For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it. Even as the Lord the church.
Right. So that's how you deal with your wife. Play the last clip and we're going to end it. Play the last clip. Now, we saw them learning how to fight Satan together, right? They was shooting, they was learning. Here, let me drive. You shoot. It's bulletproof. Okay, it's bulletproof, right? They learning how to fight Satan together. Now, once they get it down packed, they can recognize when Satan coming. They can recognize when evil is afoot. Play. Look at that. He grabbed her. He seen the thing coming. He grabbed her, pulled her down, protected her. Look at this. They are moving as one flesh. Look. He's shooting with her weapon. She reloading him. Yeah. He got hit. What she do? Boom, boom, boom. Came through support. Cleared. All right, we good. Y'all see that? Yes, That's how husband and wife supposed to move once they learn how to deal with one another. All right, so it can start rough or it can get rough, but y'all got to learn how to bring it back, learn your roles, put Christ in the mix, and next thing you know, y'all shooting people together at the end of a movie. All right, and that's the class, y'all. Most High Christ bless.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.